Here's a little taste of what I'm about to teach you. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-dum, da-dum-bum. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Hi, my name's Rob Hampton with HeartwoodGuitar.com, and this is my first ever free video song lesson. Woohoo! I'm going to show you how to play and sing Passengers Let Her Go. This is a beginner to intermediate level lesson. The original version of the song, the guitars play capo 7, and there's some very pretty chord melody, finger style, Travis picking stuff in the beginning. That's wonderful, but it's quite hard to sing over. And anyway, capo 7 tends to sound a little bit thin if you're playing it by yourself. So this version is in the same key. You can still play it along with the original recording, but it doesn't use a capo, and you'll be strumming instead of playing fingerstyle in that first part. There's a link to the chord chart down below, so you might want to print it out or at least bring it up on your screen so you can follow along as I teach you. All right, let's go. First, let's go over the 5 chords in the song. C, D, E minor, G. I play G a little differently than a lot of people. Use whatever fingering you like. And B minor, the only bar chord in the song. B minor is probably the easiest bar chord, so if you've been looking for a little boot in the pants to get you learning your bar chords, this would be a well-padded boot. Otherwise, B minor 7 is a serviceable non-barring substitute. This is a great trick for you non-barring people in the audience. Put your first finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, your second finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret 1st string. A little jazzy sounding, but a fine chord. Okay, now let's work on the chorus progression. It goes C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D for 2 measures. And then again, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D for 2 measures. I'm going to sing and I want you to strum just once per measure with me. Here we go. Start on a C chord. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. And D again. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And then D for 2 measures. Okay, now let's check out the verse chord progression. It's used for both the verses and also a couple of instrumental sections. Instrumental means parts with no vocals in them. It's eerily similar to the chorus progression. It goes E minor, C, D, B minor, E minor, C, and D for 2 measures. So again, that's E minor, C, D, B minor, E minor, C, and D for 2 measures. This time I'll sing the first verse, and again, just strum once per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see her when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to strum the song. FYI, what I'm about to show you captures the overall groove of the song, but it is simplified a little bit. And also, the song has 2 main grooves. There's the tinkly part at the beginning, and then there's the part where the drums kick in, which continues through almost the whole rest of the song. And so if you want your cover of the song to have both those grooves, to have that change in energy in the middle of the song, then you're going to want to use both these strum patterns. But if 2 different strum patterns in the song is too hard or just too fussy, you can just choose your favorite of either of these strum patterns. Either will work fine for playing the whole song. First one is a peppy little country groove. This is what it sounds like. And this is what the diagram looks like. Those sideways V's are accent symbols, and they mean strum harder on the down strums that they're above. And the lowercase d means strum more quietly, just on the bass strings of your guitar, like this. Now, I always tell my students when I'm teaching them strumming patterns that if you can say it, you can play it. So why don't you try saying the pattern along with me? I'll say it a bunch of times. Jump in once you feel like you got it and say them along with me. And if you need more practice, just rewind and say it along with me some more. Here we go. Down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up. Now let's try playing it. If the accenting is tough for you, you can just skip it for now. It can be kind of hard to learn. Basically, the way you accent is grip your pick lightly when you're strumming normally, and then you grip it harder when you accent. That's how you get it to sound louder. We're just going to practice this over a G chord. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And here's the second strumming pattern. This is what it sounds like. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And this is the diagram. Try saying it along with me here. Down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up. Once you've got the hang of saying it, try playing it along with me. I'm just going to use a G chord again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, Isn't it interesting how both these patterns are just down, 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 up, but the way you accent them makes them sound dramatically different. Okay, once you've got your strum patterns down, it's time to strum some chord progressions. So let's do the chorus with the first pattern. So this would be like you were playing the first chorus in the song when it's still kind of the tinkly part. So the first pattern is the down, 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 up, down, 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 up pattern, right? So grab a C chord. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 All right, you might want to rewind and work on that a little bit more. Next, let's check out how the second strumming pattern goes along with one of the verses. So let's do the first verse. And incidentally, the first strum pattern you play all the way up until when you sing the line, then you let her go at the end of the first chorus. After that, the drums kick in, which is your cue. Or the drums kick in the original song, right? Which is your cue in your own version of the song to switch to this other pattern into the new groove. So here we go. Verse 1, grab an E minor chord. And remember, we're doing the down, 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 up pattern, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down. All right, the last guitar-oriented thing I want to show you in this lesson is how to strum the intro. There are actually two other sections in the song that have different progressions than the verse and the chorus progressions. They are the bridge, which is simple. Just check out the chart. You'll be able to figure it out. And the intro, which is a little funky because there are some chord changes that happen in the middle of the measure. This is what the intro looks like on my chart. I call this format dashing it out. The slash marks are the bar lines, and a written chord means play this chord for one beat, and the dashes mean play the chord for another beat. The dashes are kind of like ditto marks. So in the first line of the intro, you play C for one measure, then C for the 2 beats of the next measure, and D for the last 2 beats. Then E minor for a measure, and D for a measure. The second line is the same thing, but in the last measure, you change to the D on the 3rd beat instead of the 1st. I think the tricky parts of the intro are the measures where you change to D on the 3rd beat. So let's practice those. We'll start with this measure and repeat it a bunch to get it down. And we're using this strum pattern. Remember that one? It was the first one you learned. So remember, you're going to play the whole strum pattern, but change to the D on the 3rd beat. I'm going to loop this about 8 times or so, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's try this measure, E minor to D. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that we've worked on the treble spots in the intro, let's try to play the whole intro start to finish. Start on a C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Now I want to give you some tips on singing and playing at the same time. The single most valuable piece of advice I can give you for doing this is that the human mind can only focus on one difficult thing at a time. That means that if you're trying to multitask, all the other stuff you're doing besides that difficult thing need to be automatic. And in the case of playing guitar and singing at the same time, singing is always the hardest thing. It's always the thing that you need to be focusing on. Even if singing correctly is easy for you, you need to be focusing on your singing so that you can give a great vocal presentation, right? You can be thinking about the words and focusing on connecting with the audience. So your guitar part needs to be automatic. And a good test for how well you've got your guitar part down is to see if you can play it while you have a conversation at the same time. Then you know it's automatic. You also need to know your vocal part well, so make sure you sing along with the recording at least 5 times or so before you try doing it on your own. Once you've got your vocal part down and your guitar part automatic, then you can work on bringing the two together. So the first step in bringing the two parts together is to figure out tricky cues. Often, if you just know when to start a vocal line, the rest of the line will fall into place naturally. But some lines are difficult to know when to start than others. I call these tough ones tricky cues. And there's one actually right at the beginning of the chorus. The chorus starts with a long pickup. A pickup is a series of notes that you play or sing before the start of a section. And the melody that you sing over, well, you only need the, all of that is one long pickup. And it's hard to know when to start that. So let me tell you when you start it. It's on the second beat of the previous measure. So, for example, if you're finishing the first verse, the last thing that you do when you finish the first verse is to play 2 measures of D. And it's during that second measure of D that you start singing, well, you only need the. And that well is going to fall on the second beat of the second measure. So I'm going to count a full measure of D when I get to that point, and then I'm going to count the first beat of the second measure, and then instead of counting the second beat, I'm going to start singing with well. All right, this is what it's going to sound like. Just listen to me the first time. Everything you touch surely dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. And you know you did it right if you sing the word light right when you strum the C chord. So try it along with me this time. And notice we're just strumming 1 strum per beat here. You can only do one difficult thing at a time, right? So we're simplifying the strumming pattern. Okay, grab an E minor chord and come in with me on the word touch. I'm going to sing everything you touch. Here we go. Everything you touch surely dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. The other thing you want to do is sync your chord changes with syllables in the vocal line. Now, I've already done a lot of that for you by putting the chord changes in the appropriate spot. For example, in the first line of the chorus, I put that C chord right above the word light, because that's when the C chord changes. Well, you only need the light. Now, at the end of that line, you'll notice that the G chord is kind of hanging off the edge of the vocal line. That means that you finish the vocal line before you change to that G chord. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. See how I sang low a little bit before the G? FYI, this is how most vocal lines go. You rarely stop your vocal line right on a chord change. It usually happens right before it. Just something you got to get used to. Once you figured out your tricky cues and where the chord changes fall in the vocal line, you're ready to start practicing the song strumming one strum per beat. Don't distract yourself by playing the strumming pattern. Unless you've got that strumming pattern so down you can play it while riding a unicycle and reciting Shakespeare, it's just going to be a mess. So one strum per beat. Why don't we practice that playing the chorus and a verse. We'll start with the chorus, and since we lead into the chorus by playing a D chord, let's grab a D chord now and we'll play 2 measures of D. One all by itself, and then we'll come in on the vocal line on the second measure. Second beat of the second measure, right? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Now let's try a verse. You sing staring. We're going to do the first verse, okay? So you sing staring right when you play the first strum of the E minor chord. So grab the E minor chord and I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make your dreams last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see her when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. So once you get good at the song doing that, then you can start bringing in the strum pattern. So that's it for my advice on singing the song correctly. The next 2 bits are about singing the song awesomely. Now, I'm not an awesome singer, but I have learned some things over the years singing and taking some voice lessons that I think will be helpful for you beginners. One is the importance of finding the right key. Now, most professional male singers sing a little higher than the rest of us dudes like to sing. But mercifully, this song is in a vocal range that I think will be comfortable for most of us guys. The women, on the other hand, will probably want to capo up the neck in order to find a key that matches your voice. Now, my students sometimes wince when I ask them to change their guitar part for their voice because they've gotten attached to their original guitar part. But I gotta tell you, people aren't listening to your guitar, they're listening to your voice when you're singing and playing at the same time. So finding a good key for your voice is more important than finding the most amazing key for your guitar. If you don't know whether this is a good key for your voice, if the key of this song is a good key for you, here are the lowest and highest notes. The lowest note is an E down here. Try singing along with me. La, la. And here's the high one. La, la. Dudes, you will need to sing kind of loudly to hit it, probably. La. So, like I said, guys, that's probably okay for you. Women, A lot of you are not going to be able to hit this note, so then you're going to start capoing up the neck. Try just slapping it on the first fret and play the let's say the chorus chord progression again to recalibrate your ear to the new key. Only need the light when it's burning low. If you don't like that, just keep moving up the neck until you find the sweet spot. My last piece of advice for sounding good singing is to go for it. Now, I'm not an amazing singer, but my singing got a lot better when I did two things. I sang louder, and I stopped worrying about sounding bad. Now, I gotta say, when I first listened to the song, the first thought that popped into my head when Mark Rosenberg opened his mouth was, oh my God, that's a weird voice. Now, that impression got replaced about 5 seconds later with, wow, this is a fantastic song. And part of the reason for that is that Mark Rosenberg is singing the song like he really means it. So when you sing 100%. Sing like it's the last song you're ever gonna sing in your life. And get rid of all that chatter in your head about, I'm gonna sound bad and I wonder what people will think of me. Forget about all that and wrap yourself in the beauty of the music. It will make your song more beautiful. All right, I'm gonna finish this lesson with my best rendition of the song according to the way I taught it. Now, I am gonna axe the last chorus. I don't really think I can pull off an a cappella ending to the song. So just one chorus at the end. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Ba-da, 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 ba, 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 ba-da, ba-da. Starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. The bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make the dream last. Dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see her when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling. 'Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see her when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. 'Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Thanks for sticking with me through this whole lesson. I hope you really enjoy learning the song. Take care.